What's happening, YouTube? It's your homie S. Dot coming back to you with another video. And today's video marks the second match with the Dynasmon Mastermind deck, with me playing versus Gabumon. So getting right into the match. Shout out to the guy that ended up playing me with this really strong deck. Definitely one of the top decks in the format. I'm going to start off with unfortunately not having a rookie, but my opponent has not only one but two rookies, and he has a Strabimon, which is going to find him another Strabimon. And one of the Gabu's friendship looks like it goes to the bottom, so that's one less we have to worry about. Most of the time, oh, there's another Straby. Not going to. Okay, he has a brick on the second one. Most of the time, you're not gonna get all the way to the bottom of your deck unless you're playing against like security control. So that's just one less you definitely have to worry about for the entire match. I'm going to go into a Wargrave after hard dropping a Sirenmon. Sirenmon's a nice 2-cost that we used to play back in the Wargrave days. Ironic that I'm still playing Wargrave. Definitely one of the really strong cards in the deck. Synergy is really nice. He's going to attack with the Straby, run into an Angelmon and die. Attack with the second Straby, run into a can't tell what that is. Looks like I really can't tell what that is. Well, but it's going to die anyway, though. It only has 2k. Howling Memory Boost, which is kind of annoying here because he's going to on play. Well, not really on play, but his main effect when you're playing it from your hand is to take two Digivolution sources off of one of your opponent. Hey, a rookie. Two Digivolution sources off of one of your opponent's Digimon, and then if it has no sources, it cannot attack or block the next turn. So the Wargrave can't even get in that turn, but he's not really doing anything to me or threatening anything. The worst he could do to me is play a Casitas Breath, which I doubt he'd waste on that. Well, I don't want to say doubt he'd waste, because Wargrave is always definitely a pressuring card, especially if he lives through his checks. I'm going to Digivolve up into a Gatomon. This Gatomon has, of course, great synergy with Mastermon, because Mastermon is a purple Digimon. Pardon the edit there, but I had to fix my camera there. My opponent's going to raise the Gabu, and he has 3 memory to work with, so see what exactly he'll do with it. Digivolve into a Lobo, not what you really want to see with this deck. It looks like he's trying to get into his tamers and his combo pieces overall to start trying to combo all. This is the best he's going to be able to do right now. He's also putting pressure on my security though, so I do only have 2 security left. If I attack and use the Wargreymons effect, I'm only going to have 1 security left, so I definitely have to be careful. He's going to play the Madashida, the new one from BT6. I don't have to worry about it this next turn coming because he has no Gabumon in raising, so I can put him at 2 and then he wouldn't have a Gabumon. That's something you want to worry about or pay attention to. Like if they don't have a Davis Tamer out, you want to if you put them at 2, they're going to go to 3 with the mat and then draw a card, and then they'll have enough memory to play the friendship. I mean, they probably have Hammer Spark anyway a lot of the times, but just like small things to think about. I am going to try to put some pressure on, though, by swinging with the Wargrave. Hope it lives and doesn't hit a 14k. Speaking of Davis, Davis is going to grab him. There's another friendship, so if he doesn't grab the friendship here, it tells me he couldn't grab the first one because of Strabimon. If he doesn't grab this friendship, that tells me he already has one in his hand, or who knows, maybe he needs the Gabus, and it's kind of he's just on an unfortunate rough spot. We did see him Digivolve into the Lobomon. Normally in Lobo, you usually see Digivolve over your mini tamers that you have in the mid to late game, so I don't know, kind of see what's going on here. Speaking of Casitas Breath, he will not have to use it from hand because he had it in security, so really nice. He bounced back my Gatomon, which is interesting. I wonder if he doesn't. I wonder if he is. I guess because if I had a champion, I guess if I did have a champion and a not a champion, excuse me, an ultimate, I guess I could go right back into the Wargrave. So I guess he bounced that just to be on the safe side. I guess I don't know if that was the correct play or not, but it is what it is. It's the play he made. I'm going to play a Pulsemon, then I'm going to play a Pedo, and he's going to go to 3 no matter what for the Davis. Davis and Mat are very powerful because with Davis, you have 3 no matter what. Then, of course, with the Mat, when you raise up from raising with the Gabumon, you're going to start at 4 and, of course, draw a card. The more Mats, the better. It gets kind of out of hand after a while. I've had some opponents have like 3 out, and they'll like raise, gain 3 memory, draw 3. Kind of crazy. Very, very good. I guess he's showing me what he got off the Davis because I forgot, I'm assuming. The Wargrave, I have to be careful. I do have a Pedomon to block his Gabu coming in if he doesn't have a friendship in his hand. But if he has a friendship in his hand, it could be over next turn, really. So I can't tell how much memory he has. He has a interesting, cool dice, but unfortunately, I can't tell what how much memory that is. Of looking at it, I want to say it's 3. I think I attacked twice so far, so it should be 3 memory, I think, or 3 security. I'm sorry. He does have 2 attacks here too, so again, well, I mean, I guess the Wargrave is going to kill the Gabu, so I'm in a kind of interesting, not comfortable position here. Opponent's thinking about what else he can do. He does have 0. Now, okay, now he's starting the game. He has the Modimon. Modimon allows, I cannot gain memory except for Tamer effects, one of the new BT6 rookies that granted Blue, one of the Floodgate rookies, I call him, like Gazimon and the rat, whatever the rat's name. I keep forgetting the rat's name. Somebody comment down below what the black rat's name is with the 1K. And then clearly I'm forgetting. Oh, and then Terriermon in the green deck. So I'm gonna hatch a Upamon here. Upamon's a great card. You actually get towards the mid to late game with this deck, you get a lot of cards in hand. It's kind of actually annoying how many cards you have in hand because it's not needed. Which makes me think I want to potentially play more of the new rookie, the BBmon, Babe, whatever that thing is called. From BT6, if you have 3 security, you gain a memory when attacking, or go back to Sakuramons, because I get a ton of cards in hand. I don't know if that's even really necessary. I'm going to Digivolve into Rise, and Rise is actually going to grant me to play the TK, and I'm going to heal one. I'm kind of playing with fire there, though, because if it was another Rise or a Mastermon, I would not heal. So, for whatever reason, I was feeling like gambling there and to play the TK. I don't even know how necessary that play was, and I also got rid of my Pitamon, so I don't know exactly what I'm thinking here, but I guess we're going to find out. I'm kind of down and out, though, to be honest. I don't think I can win this game. Like, the Wargrave can swing and add the last security to my hand, kill one of his Digimon, but he clearly has 2 Digimon to attack with for game. And, I don't think there's much I can do. I guess, well, you know what? I guess one out I have is to attack with Wargrave, kill a Gabu, and, or whichever, probably a Gabu, and then, play a Mastermon over the Rise, and then get the Gatomon from my grave and heal one. But clearly I don't have that, so I'm just gonna give the game up because I don't have anything to do, and we're gonna move on to game 2. So to move it on to game 2, he's gonna hatch that really cool Upamon. I kind of wish I would have got some at the pre-release because that Upamon is really cool. Got to Digivolve into a Gabumon here. I had him go first because this is one of those decks where you don't Digivolve into a rookie and then play a 1 or 2 cost champion to pass turn to your opponent. Normally this deck is gonna give you 3 to 4 memory on the first turn between Davis or playing a Matt or playing one of their rookies. So you definitely have that memory to be able to use on your first turn, and the point is you get to also draw that 6th card, which is also really nice. So definitely a lot of advantage for going second. So I have a really nice play where I'm able to kill the Gabumon so he won't get a free check in there. Then I also have the Pitomon, so he is probably declined to wanting to raise that Gabumon to attack with it because obviously it'll just get blocked with the Pito. Looks like he's not raising the Gabu. He's passing to not do that. He's going to play the Davis. Davis is going to put me at 3, so he has an establishment again. He gets the friendship this time, so now we definitely know he has a friendship. We got a Howling and a Hammer Spark going to the bottom, so we'll kind of note that. And so the friendship is looming, so we definitely have to keep that in mind as we are moving through this game. I'm going to raise the Patamon, and I have 3 memory to work with, so it doesn't look like I have anything to build off of here, or maybe, okay, clearly wrong. I have Wizardmon, definitely one of my favorite cards in the deck. 2-cost champion that has an inheritable when you have a when the cards move off of your security stack on your turn, you gain a memory. So it allows your Dynasmon and your Mastermon to become 3 costs pretty much when you use their effects to trash. I'm gonna play the TK and Kari. TK and Kari, if you have less security than your opponent at the start of your turn, gain 2 memory, which is really nice. And then it also has a Koromon-like effect that when you attack with the yellow Digimon, you tap the Tamer to -1K on one of your opponent's Digimon, which is really nice. It can come up, helps Wargrave to potentially get rid of some stuff like 7Ks, etc. He's going to play a Matt, and then he's also going to play a Gabumon, so we definitely know there's a potential for the friendship to come out next turn. So I definitely have my work cut out for me. I have 2 champions on the field who can easily just get sent back to the deck. So that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind and do something with these Digimon that I have on the field currently. Not looking too good because it's not like I have a... he did put me at 3, so I don't have to worry about that, but it's not like I have a Mega to Digivolve over an Ultimate. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to be able to get out of this and do anything significant. And I say I'm not sure because I don't remember exactly how this game went. So we're going to find out. Looks like I decided to attack with the Wizardmon, hoping maybe it lives. It does have 4K. He does have a lot of weak Digimon in his in his deck in general. But of course, we're gonna hit 13K, so we're definitely gonna die there. So we get a check out of it. We'll take that. Gonna Digivolve to the Angelomon. That allows you to heal one if you have It allows you to heal one if you have a 3 security or less, but I'm at 5, so I'm still at a healthy amount of security. I do need to Digivolve this, okay, and I do. Digivolve into a Dynasmon here, so Dynasmon is going to be actually pretty interesting here with the interaction. It's going to allow me to trash a Pitamon. Then I'm going to reveal the top 6 cards in my deck and then add 2 level 6 or lower Digimon from those cards to my hand and then trash the rest. So we got 2 Mastermons, a Wargrave, a Wyvern's Breath, a Gatomon, it looks like a Pulsemon. So it looks like I'm going, oh, maybe not. Just fixing my card. Being paranoid. Okay, looks like I'm selecting the Wargrave. So what's going to be interesting here is on his turn, even if he has the bond cannot get rid of my Dynasmon because it's untapped, first of all. Casitas Breath is literally the only card that he'll be able to out-bounce my guy. I'll take the Pulsemon and the Wargrave. Okay, that's noted. So I'm at 4 security right now. All turns, whenever a card is moved from my security stack, once per turn, I can heal or recover 1. So when he goes to swing with Bond the first time, I'm going from 4 to 3 and then back up to 4. So like I call Dynasmon like a blocker essentially. It definitely does like kind of stymie your opponent a little bit if they were going for game. That's something they also have to remember too. If they're like, okay, I have 4 checks or 5 checks total, I can get, you know, go for game. It's like, oh snap, you know, I forgot I can recover. So it's definitely I did play against a player that did forget that I recovered right back. I also forgot too a couple times when I first started playing this deck, but it's definitely something you do not want to forget with this deck, with that card anyway, because it's really unique and really cool. Looks like he may or may not raise the Gabumon in raising, which I find interesting. He's going to kind of set up a little bit more. He's going to play a Strabimon. Strabimon is going to find him a Lobomon, which is also really good. He has quite the potential to potentially drop both big guys on me next turn, and I don't think I've ever had anybody do that to me yet. It's quite disrespectful, I gotta say. But yeah, the Ancient Garuru and the Bond of Friendship I'm talking about. And he's also going to play Howling Memory Boost. So yeah, he definitely has the potential to like play both guys on me next turn. He's going to take 2 of my sources off of my Dynasmon, leaving me the Angelomon, which doesn't do a lot. It'll still be able to attack though and block. Well, it's not a blocker obviously, but it can still attack and block just per what the card is doing because I still do have a source. But of course, I'm not going to attack with it though because I only have 12k, and then I would obviously die to the Bond on the first attack. Going to Digivolve into a Rookie and then into a Wizardmon. Going to build up again in raising. Hopefully I have an Ultimate here. An Ultimate, you know, level 5 will be ideal because we know I do have the Wargrave to go up into the following turn. Okay, I have Angelomon. So Angelomon is definitely like the best pairing you obviously have with the Wargrave. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. If we're looking at the count, he has 2 attacks on board. He's going to raise the Gabu. The Friendship gives him 2 attacks, so that's 4 attacks total. But I have 4 security, but I'm going to heal 1. So obviously I technically have 5 security in this sense. So he needs like a lot of firepower here to gain me this turn. And he also has to hope I don't have like any disruption in my security like Wyvern's Breath to stop him. So he's going to pop the Howling Memory Boost, go up to 6. Crazy, crazy. So much memory to do what he wants to do. So he's going to start off with the Friendship, which we expect. Again, he has no out to my Dynasmon, which he doesn't necessarily care about, but like, you know, I'm safe in a sense. I can't swing here. He's going to trash 2 of his cards. There's another Friendship that went to the trash. He doesn't get 3 attacks here, thank goodness, because he doesn't have the Gabumon that gives him, you know, an extra attack. And this is exactly what I was talking about, having both big guys on the field. So he has 1-2 attacks with Friendship, 1-2 attacks with Garuru, and then 1 attack with Gabu. But as we can see, I won't die here because again, I have 4 security, but essentially 5 because of the Dynasmon. Thank goodness. So he's gonna swing the first time and unsuspend. He's gonna hit a Wizardmon. I'm gonna recover back to 4. And I think here he realized that this is what I was talking about. You got to remember. And again, it's early, and Dynasmon is not a heavily played deck, so it's not something that everybody's going to remember. But it is what it is. The whole point is I'm going to live. That's all that matters. Whether he knew or not, he had to commit to this turn because he already played the Friendship, obviously. So he's going to attack with the Garuru, unsuspend, and swing again. Hit the Dynasmon, unfortunately not strong enough to get rid of the Ancient. And then, of course, the Ancient's going to, we can't forget, at the end of turn when it gets deleted, play a hybrid from your hand, which is going to potentially threaten me next turn as well. So what he can do here is attack, and then when he attacks with his last one, I have no more security, so I won't have any security to heal with the Dynasmon to be a wall the next time around. So I need to have a Patamon or a Loosemon here to be able to have that 1 security to essentially have 2 again to protect myself, obviously, from not losing the game. Now I want to say he looks like 2 security left. Unfortunately, his screen, I can't tell there. I want to say did I attack? I'm trying to think, did I attack at all? Yeah, okay, I attacked with Wizardmon and then he trashed 2, so he definitely has 2 security left. And I could potentially be threatening the game myself because if I have a Bushi with the Wargrave into the Angelomon, it could potentially be game. But he's going to play a Howling Memory Boost here. So another Howling, which is definitely going to be annoying because now he gets my last 2 sources off of my Dynasmon, and he's going to freeze my Dynasmon and it cannot attack on the next turn. So I don't have game now. He's going to let the Ancient die, and if he does play, okay, he plays a Straby, which is one of the best cards you can play off of it, because on play you will get the trigger its effect still. He's going to hit a Tamer, and he hits a Tamer and a Hybrid. He hits the Kendo Garurumon. Kendo Garurumon, I want to say, is from BT5 and allows you to Digivolve over one of your Tamers for 3, and then when it attacks, you bounce one of your opponent's rookies to their hand. So he hit that and a Tamer. Did he forget? Oh no. Oh no, what are you doing? He's supposed to grab the mat too. You can remember, you can grab the Tamer and the Hybrid. So unfortunately he did not remember, and I wasn't probably even thinking about it at the time, but definitely looking at it now, you know, going back in the game, yeah, you definitely should have gained some more memory. So since I have 0 security, I'll be able to gain 2 memory off of the TK and Kari, which is going to put me at, I think, put me at 4. Okay. And I have Mastermind. So Mastermind actually came in really clutch right there. Now he has 1 security left. I just have to hope that his last security isn't anything to disrupt me, like a Hammer Spark. And there I play the Loosemon as well, which is going to turn Dynasmon back on. So I essentially have 2 security now. I think I draw for Upamon as well. And I hit into, I think, Aquatic Blaster or something like that. I think that like bounces 2 of my level 4 lowers to the hand or something like that. But the security effect just adds it to the hand. So we end up getting there. Mastermind takes the game down and, you know, seals the deal for us to move to game 3. So going to game 3, my opponent is actually going to decide to go first himself, you know, when he has the option. So that's interesting, especially when I personally went second, purposely went second game 2, and but he still decided to go first. So we'll see how that ends up working out for him. He Digivolves into a Strabimon, so I'm happy to see that. And then not only that, he passed his turn, so that means he doesn't even have any more rookies. He doesn't have any Tamers to play, which I'm definitely not tripping about. And look at that, we actually opened with a rookie this time versus game 1. We have the Tapirmon. That Tapirmon is really cool. We got a whole line there coming on. The inheritables in this deck are like juicy. Like, look at that. I have inheritables on all my characters. I got an Upamon. I got a Tapir that'll draw me a card when the cards are moved from my security stack. I have the Wizardmon that's gonna gain me a memory when the cards move off my security stack. And then I have Angelwomon. Very, very good. If he attacks here, he has to be careful because I could have something like Blinding Ray, Wargray, or something like that to start triggering the Angelwomon. So I don't know how much he values or cares that I could potentially have all of, you know, the nuts in my hand, I guess you could say. If I have that, it'll definitely overwhelm his field, especially because he's not doing anything right now. But he is going to actually attack anyway. He's going to hit into a Wizardmon and die there. And seeing that he passed the first time, let's see if he passes again. No, he's going to play a Lobo, but the Lobo is going to just put me at 2, looks like. Okay, so if I have Wargray, he'll go to 1. If I have Dynasmon or Dynasmon or Mastermon, it'll probably just put him at 1 because remember it's essentially a 3 cost. I'm gonna trash the Dynus and trash a card for Dynus and then look at the top 3 cards. And what's cool about this, I don't think he should have attacked me. I don't know if he realized or not. But first of all, I hit 2 TKs, not cool, because I only played 2 TKs and 1 TK Akari, so that means no TK for the rest of the game. But since I'm at 3 security, I'll heal back to 4. So versus, like, I guess you'll be at 4 no matter what. You know, whether you started with 5 security and then went to 4 because of Dynus. But in this situation, I'll go back up to 4. So if he swings with the Lobo, I'll go down to 3, but then I'll heal 1 again, which is nice. But anyway, getting back to the gameplay off the Dynasmon effect, revealing the top 6 cards, looking for any 2 Digimon that are level 6 or lower. So when you hit Volder Arms, you feel really bad because I'm only playing 1 Volder right now. Shout out to the Japanese guys, they only play 1. I do want to play a second one though, so I need to try to find a space for it. But yeah, you really don't have a chance really to want to go into Volder a lot because like Dynasmon is such a like integral part of your deck. Kind of like with Lord Knight too. A lot of times you don't go into Volder unless you absolutely need to. So because, you know, Lord Knight's kind of like having a level 7 when she gets a ton of guys on the field. So I'm going to recover 1 from 3 back up to 4. And I have a lot of inheritables coming out on this next turn. I think I grabbed the Pulsemon too. So it's still my turn actually because, or I guess he put me at 3. For whatever, oh, there's a mat. I think I looked at his screen thinking that he had me at 2, but I think I was supposed to go to 3 because I put him at, I don't know. But yeah, clearly it's still my turn because I'm at 0. No effects, unfortunately. I don't know. It's weird. When I do commentary, I kind of look away sometimes when I'm looking at one part of the screen or the other. But I was supposed to draw off the Tapirmon. Remember, when the cards are moved off your security stack, once per turn, you're able to draw a card. So I definitely should have drew for that. And if I didn't, sucks to be me for forgetting. So he has a mat, but he still does not have a Gabumon. So, and clearly by the how he's playing right now, you're not shotgunning Digivolve into Gabumon. Clearly he doesn't have one. So we're definitely in a solid position because he's kind of behind right now. He still has a decent bit of security, and this version of Yellow, unless you see a Wargrade, does not really pressure your opponent. Well, I say Wargrade or the Mastermon, of course. But my board is not pressuring like for game right now, so he's fine. I'm going to hatch the new Yellow Digimon from the... from BT6, excuse me. Just blank there for a second. See what happens here. I wonder... So I have 3 memory. I wonder if I should have just played that Pulsemon, because the Pulsemon would allow me to go to 3 memory, and then I would have... well, not 3 memory, 3 security, and then I would have been able to use Angelomon, etc. Oh, okay. Well, I have 2, so that's why. So I'm going to trash the top card of my security until I have 3, and then I gain 1 memory for each. So essentially that Pulsemon's a 2 cost. Then I got a couple more effects. I have the Wizardmon, which is going to gain me a memory, and then I have Tapirmon, which is going to allow me to draw a card. A lot of value there, really, really good. And then also it's inheritable. We got to keep in mind is if I have a then I recover one from Dynasmon. That play just felt so good. That seems like it's so good. You get a lot of value out of that. Only thing that kind of sucks now is I won't be able to draw off of Upa or play the Angelomon or a card off the Angelomon, which is kind of annoying. So maybe that wasn't that good there. I think. No, not even Blinding Ray. Blinding Ray wouldn't have been good there either. So, I guess if I had Blinding Ray first and played it, then played the Pulsemon, whatever. So I'm still at 4. I'm not really tripping probably off of using the Angelomon either. Again, I got a good bit of checks on board. Not really worried about Dynasmon dying, of course, to anything but his Megas. See what happens here. I'm going to Digivolve into a Petamon. It's going to put me at 1. And I'm going to swing the Dynasmon in. Let's hope we don't die to a big guy. Okay, it's just a Straby. Pulsemon should probably attack. Well, actually, I don't know if I can. Okay, we're going to Digivolve into Mimicmon. So the value for Mimicmon here, you really want Mimicmon in your trash for the Mastermon. Hey, it looks like he drew into a... Ooh, so he drew into a rookie, but it's a Straby. So it's still not a Gabu, which makes me feel safe about not having to worry about friendship. But yeah, Mimicmon on play, if you have 3 of your security, gain 2 memory. So it's really good when it's in the trash to bring back with Mastermon overall. So bringing it out like that facilitates me being able to use it as a body to attack a security, to get it in the trash, to be able to use for Mastermon later on. It's going to play Hammer Spark, go up to 2. And then play another Straby. It's just Straby control this game. Let's see if he remembers this time. He takes the Kendo and he takes the mat. Okay, so yeah, he just blanked the last time and forgot. But he does take the Kendo and the mat. Still no Gabus in sight though, so again, I'm not worried at all about him gaming me. I'm clearly in a really solid position this time. I'm creeping in on potentially gaming him next turn. I don't think there's anything else for me to do but just start swinging out for game because he only has 3 security and I have 4 attacks. So I'll attack with everything but in the Petamon last, and it should be the game unless I run into a Hammer Spark, because Hammer Spark will pass turn to 1 for him. So I don't think I should really kind of worry at this point and just start swinging, if I'm being honest. If I had a Blinding Ray here, Blinding Ray would be really good to play because then obviously I wouldn't have to worry about play around the Hammer Spark. Here I go overthinking a little bit because I guess I'm just making sure. I'm like, man, what insecurity could potentially hurt me? Rattlestar would be really good too, but we haven't seen a Rattlestar from him all game, so don't know if I'm really worried about it. Gonna swing and hit into a Gabu. There's all the Gabus. Of course, when you're looking for Digimon, where are they? They're in your security. Gonna attack with Mimicmon. Mimicmon is gonna play the Howling Memory Boost, but Howling Memory Boost does not trash sources here or make me not be able to attack. Gonna have the bond, and then I'm gonna just pay 2 and swing the Pedo for game. So unfortunately, because he didn't see the rookies that he needed to, he saw 3, but he didn't see any Gabu, so it just kind of stymied him from really being able to do much, and allowed me to build my field enough to crack him for game over time. So worked out. Stay tuned for more games. I have more games coming at you. I'll have the 3rd match for the Dynasmon deck to play in the Gauntlet, and then I'll be switching decks once again. Some good news though, we have the starter decks coming out December 10th, so next Friday. Hopefully my local game stores will be able to get those so I can start giving you guys some content with the stuff post starter decks. So that means we'll have the Memory Boost, we'll have the other Gabumons, we'll have Atomic Blaster, we'll have the Corjamon, we'll have the Geo Greymon, so we'll have a lot of stuff that's going to make security control obviously even stronger than it already is, and things like that. So be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. I will have the next one coming at you very soon, and we'll catch y'all in my next video. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a great day and or night. Whenever you're catching this video, stay blessed, less stressed, and stay on your progression, no question. This is your boy S. Dot of S.TCG, heading out. Peace.